talking about lures, packaging, colors, all that kind of stuff. Are we fishing, or are we fishing for fish, or are we fishing for fishermen and women? Again, inclusive.
Women, yeah. When you see a package with a naked person on it, do you buy it?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that. I mean,
because your wife's listening.
What are we talking about there?
That's the new marketing style I'm going after.
Naked women.
Well,
I mean,
okay. Since I'm old.
Yeah, since you're way older than me. Way older than me.
What was it? It was I think it was a glass. I mean, they probably still make them now. Where if you put hot water in them, it takes the clothes off of the person. Have you ever seen them? No. Oh, shoot. They used to have a bunch of them back in the day.
I bet those were your favorite, huh?
I had a collection of them. But it's like a mug, or I think I seen a cup, it had like a clothes on, and you pour hot or cold on there, and then it would take the clothes off, They had a lot of that back in the day when you could do that and not get in trouble for...
Back when America was great.
Back when America, when you were a man.
Back when America let men be men.
And that was normal. Smoking a cigarette was normal. When do you get back to those days?
Let's get back to it.
I get 3 of them in my lip. Big, long ones.
I think that smoking darts is coming back.
Smoking darts?
You never heard that? Are you smoking a cigarette, just puffing on a dart?
No.
Wow.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
but it's a real cigarette? It's a dart?
Yeah, no, it's a real cigarette. You call it smoking a dart.
Smoking a dart.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to rip a dart out and...
Rip a dart.
Yeah, but I will say, I think smoking cigarettes is kind of coming back. I think it's coming back a little bit. You think about it. Now stay with me. It's the all-natural vape. It's
organic.
It's the organic vape.
That is hilarious.
What do you think? Seth Feider just did I think it was a Rapala commercial, and he just had one hanging out.
No, like the old camel days.
I'm telling you, man. I think it makes you look cool. I've heard that.
I think the world goes. I think it does this. So back we'll have flashers now. We won't even have 4 faces. We'll have the little.
Oh, Randy Block is gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
We need to go back to flashers. I don't even want to know the depth of the lake. When I'm running 80 mile an hour, I don't even want to know.
Who cares?
6 inches or 60 feet.
Who cares?
If there's a tree there or not, I don't care.
Doesn't
because
matter.
I call the insurance and go, my motor's 3 miles behind me.
Hey, that's all right though.
Yeah, but back to the marketing of the lures with the camel cigarette and the naked people on it. The thing I'm seeing now is a lot of packaging being that black, like that matte black type of. You see a lot. It just looks good. I've seen that Bass Pro. There's a ton of that. If you go in there, like, man, that looks like a badass package. Like, it does make you.
Makes you want to buy it, huh?
It makes you want to buy it. But if you're in it long time, been in it a long time, the green pumpkins work, the whites, the silver,
the black and blues.
Like, you just know, I need to steer towards that, not that cool looking package that, got a $20 bait in there. Oh, 100%. Well, because I've seen them change packages. I've seen the Strike Kings and all them things have changed. And
think about the Coikes, the urchin baits. They come in a box, and it's like that thing is not worth whatever $5 a piece or whatever they're selling them for.
No.
There's no freaking way. It's you inject a mold.
You ever seen the mold though?
No,
I've seen it.
I bet they're insane.
It's pretty neat. It's like, you were in that world, but it obviously a whole circle and then just tentacles everywhere. Yeah. It's when it's pulled apart. I was like, man. How much a mold costs? Probably. $100, $500 to have somebody design that and cut that in there.
Yeah, a good one you're probably looking at $500 to $1,000.
No kidding.
But once you get so the thing with that is whenever they're mass produced, you're not looking at a mold. You're not looking at something like that. You're looking at that, and then they've got giant machines. You're not looking at hand pouring or hand doing whatever.
One at a time.
You got a machine as big as this room that's gonna fill up a cavity of 500.
I think so. Our city needs to hire me. Like they do the old You know, you see a chisel out there and all that stuff. I can do that.
I was going to go.
I can just go. But I can have like new technology and just be like, because that's where the world's coming.
I was going to go. You could be a glass blower because.
That'd be cool.
Well, never mind. But
make some glass base.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, you go in there.
A Coike or whatever you call it.
Pick up a packet. Like, man, I bet that thing just slams them.
I mean, yeah, I would say I'm lying if I'm impervious to all the marketing tactics. Like I would absolutely be lying. But I also know that you don't necessarily have to paint a jig head to catch fish.
No. You know how many times my paint's peeled off a jig head and it's just a silver jig head and I'm still throwing it in fish.
I mean, back whenever I was in manufacturing, there'd be a ton where it's like, oh, hey, we have these that, you know, maybe there's a hole in them or there's a problem with them that we can't sell. And it's like, okay. And I'm also not going to spend the time to powder coat, run them through an oven, and, you know, oh, now it's brown. And then in...
But did you have some suppliers that were saying, nope, it has to be, if it's big,
100%.
if it's got a little nick in it, throw it in the trash.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So they wanted it perfectly round or whatever.
Yep. And I can't say I blame them.
Sure.
Because, I mean, they're selling to fishermen. You know, again, I guarantee that every bait company out there knows that, hey, it doesn't have to be just perfect. It doesn't have to, you know, because you look at a lot of, I would put a lot of money on you take one jig from a certain company, from a very mass-produced company, you take a half-ounce jig, and then you go buy 5 more half-ounce jigs, the same style of bait, this and that, they weigh different. They weigh different weights. I would bet a lot of money on that because I've seen it.
The ones that are very picky, hey, I want it round, I want it this. Have you seen that they need to weigh 5/16 every time?
100%.
And they get home and they probably weigh them.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Some are just like produce 5,000 of these and
yeah.
They just
and you think about the different markets too, though. Like you think about a jig. You go for something that's mass produced. I'm not going to say any names, but you go with something that's mass produced overseas. Yeah. I mean, they're buying hundreds of thousands at a time. They're not inspecting each one of them. And that's why you get one jig and it's like, well, they don't weigh the same.
Why not catching on that jig compared to that one?
Exactly.
Fall a little faster, a little slower.
Exactly. Now you couple that, or you compare that with maybe a more local company, or maybe a company that, you know, maybe that jig that has been mass produced is only $5, but then you go to a company that, hey, maybe that's a $10 jig. You know exactly what you're getting. That's a $10 jig for a reason, because this half ounce, you go down the road, you measure them the same. They're going to be half ounce and half ounce. The quality is different. From my point of view, I'm not good enough to know a difference.
You're going to get one that's got lead hanging off the side of it.
I don't care.
Whatever, and goofy looking.
Yeah, I'm going to get hung up anyways, and I'm just going to snap it off. So why does it matter to me? But your guys, like, I mean, if you want to equate that to anything, to me, that's golf. I would say I'm maybe a little bit better bass fisherman than I am golfer, but that's not saying anything. Mm-hmm. I'm bad at both. But if somebody came up to me and said, hey, I'm going to get you the best clubs out there, go spend 20 grand on clubs. Okay, I'll do that, but it's going to be lost on me because
not going to help you.
I can't hit the ball straight. So why would why would something like that help me? Same thing with a $10, $15 jig compared to the $3 jig or $4 jig.
For you,
I'm not going to know the difference.
I was golfing last week, 2 weeks ago, Nashville for work. Guy hit a $8 golf ball.
Nice.
That's the ball he was hitting.
Nice.
And it was dead straight.
Nice.
But he did hit one in the grass. He goes, ooh, that one hurt. That was an $8 golf ball. But that's probably the only one he lost all day.
Dude.
You know, just one.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to see if it would go straight. And then the other ones, he's like, just straight. You know, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, once I bought a Kevin Van Dam bait, had his picture on it, and it was just a piece of paper in it. But I thought it would work.
It has his name on it.
No, it had his whole face.
I mean,
just him like ripping lips, and it's just a piece of paper with a hook.
I mean, people buy.
You can catch it. And I said, I believe it.
Basketball players buy Jordans.
I was in that world.
Yeah, you think
I could jump as high as he could.
I don't think that's true.
And I could touch the net. Hey, I did touch a backboard one time.
Dude, congrats,
I was
man.
some ups.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
I was pretty proud of myself. Because, I mean, the backboards, you know, here's the net. You know,
Yeah, you could almost touch rim.
I was about 6 inches away, I think. Or 4 to 6.
6 inches, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Backboard. Google that. How
Well,
from the bottom of the backboard to the rim.
Well, are you talking about like in your era, whenever it was like an actual basket? You know, not like a rim, but like a wooden basket.
Old wooden weed basket. Yeah, I think they were shorter back then.
Yeah.
No, in high school, man.
It's because you're wearing the Jordans. It's the same thing.
The only reason.
You have the goat on your feet, so then you're going to play like the goat. So then, why would it be any different whenever KVD has a crankbait out? I'm going to go catch him like crankbait.
From here to Table Rock, Springfield, Table Rock.
That's right.
Then all I catch is 20-pound bass.
That's what I'm saying.
So go up, yeah. So yeah, I was in that world of buying whatever his face was on it. I would buy it.
Yeah.
And only probably 3 colors worked. I don't know. I think in his world a lot of colors work, but.
Well, again, it's just that difference of, again, KVD, he's the GOAT. He knows everything there is to do. Well, I'd be throwing a 1.5, I don't know, whatever black and white, you know, shad color, and be like, that's stupid. Why would you do that out on Table Rock right now?
I will say, we watched the Wheeler when he was at the Red Crest. Yeah. I watched a little bit of that, me and Keegan did, and he was fishing a blue, makes total sense, a bluegill swim bait, or not swim bait, but a chatterbait with kind of a bluegill type of trailer. And I was like, let's try that. And it worked on Palmy.
Really?
Sure did. Caught us bass. Yeah. He said he even fished at Lake of the Ozarks and it worked. Like, well, makes sense. Bluegill. I mean, they're eating bluegill.
Yeah.
But so,
hey.
Yeah. Should have gave up the juice.
Well, exactly.
Now I'm as good as Jacob right now.
Exactly. Well, we just had, well, I don't want to steal the thunder of Kyle, but we just had Kyle up to Grove on, and, you know, he's talking about what he sees on the supplier end of, you know, what actually goes into marketing and, you know, oh, I caught him on this. I'm not saying that any pro does this. Nobody in the world does this. But, oh, I caught him on this because, you know, spinnerbait sales are down. Yeah. You know. But all of that to say, just in my experience of, I think the weekend angler, it doesn't matter that your spinnerbait is a size 6 blade instead of a 7. That doesn't really matter.
No.
Like, now for certain guys, like you talked to a Greg Hauser, he mentioned, you know,
but
spinnerbait.
That's for big bass, so you might go.
Yeah.
You might have a 7-inch blade, 8-inch blade, or whatever, but you're gonna catch one, but it's gonna be 10 pounds.
That's true.
Or 11, but you're not gonna catch.
Yeah.
13 inches, you know.
Right.
So
I think that, and this could be just me, don't kill me in the comments, but I think
do it.
I think at the local level there's a whole lot more BS than people are willing to admit, because yes, I think a lot of people see the KVDs, the Iconellis, the Jacob Wheelers on TV and online saying, hey, you have to get this specific. You have to, you know, this and that. you see that, and then there's a lot of people on the local level that are saying, "Ooh, I got to have this. I got to dip this tail in chartreuse because this is the only way that I can catch them." I think there's a lot of BS on that because
I dip mine in hot salt now.
Hot salt. I mean, you're going to go home and try that.
I'm gonna try that.
I'm telling you.
Everybody needs to dip it in hot salt.
I mean, I will say it is the best thing. Now, I'm not sure that ramen needs more sodium, but it worked for me whenever I was like 13. So
I'm actually gonna mix it with the original salt. So when my kids do it, like, I don't know what's wrong with that salt, and their mouth is on fire.
That's a good idea.
So what you do when you have you need to do that to your 11th kid.
The 11th kid.
Yeah, I don't really like him. He's kind of a meanie. But
hot salt.
I will say I think it'd be hard to market to the younger crowd. I don't know. That world seems like it'd be very hard to market.
Yeah, why do you think though? I mean,
if Keegan's on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, this and all this others, it'll change like that. I'm sure there's a kid that caught 30 pounds, $1,000, or table rock, or whatever, and he was using this color spinnerbait, and then tomorrow some other kids said he was using that color. I need to get that other one.
I will counter that with I will counter that with 2 words. Guggen Squad.
Keegan was a big Guggen Squad nerd.
So
that bait could be that long, and he said, "I need it." I'm like, "How you can't throw it?" I gotta have that 80-inch worm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
I will tell you, and I think that we might be seeing a little bit more of a switch. I think the tournament anglers are always going to be there. That they're always going to be you're the pros, you do this for a living, I'm going to take your word for it. I think there's always going to be that marketing, but I think people or groups like the Guggen Squad, like, I honestly can't even think of any other giant fishing influencers out there that are at that national scale. But I think there's going to be a lot more of that happening for the younger crowd.
So, add to that, why wouldn't a Strike King hire 6 Keegans, high school, whatever the age is, and go, we're making a series, here's a lake. Because I watched one of the Guggen Squad guys, I don't know the big one, I can't remember his name, but there's a bunch of them. But he said they used to go to, like, Texas. They'd spend a week, film that whole week, have all that content for a year. I mean, like you said, that worked. Look how big they blew up. So I haven't seen it. Since then. But why wouldn't a Strike King in Berkeley or whatever go, hey, we need to do this, and that's all of the baits you can use. It's the new Berkeley Smash or whatever, the Berkeley 26, the Strike King
I think the reason why they haven't just yet, and maybe they have, maybe I'm not aware of something,
right?
But I think the reason that they haven't just yet is because even though I'm way younger than you are, I still watched KVD. I still watch KVD. I still watch Jacob Wheeler. I still watch Mike Iaconelli. I still watch all the pros because I grew up watching the Bassmaster Elites, the 40-minute long, I watched them live, all of that, and I still do that. But I think your younger crowd, your Keegan's age,
sure, 100%. He would watch a new Guggen Squad than he would. I mean, I'm talking from a company. I can't sell crankbaits and spinnerbaits because the market's down.
The majority of the money, yes, you have those younger guys, but that's not where the money is right now. I think the majority of the money is still in the guys.
The old age
guys.
Man that runs the world.
Yep. So then I do think in the next 10 to 20 years, there's going to be a switch to more influencers.
Oh,
I'm not saying that as a negative thing, but no, I think it's going to be more towards that influencer side than maybe the professional bass fishing.
I think you're right. I think we'll see whatever company it is. We're just throwing Strike King because that's what Heartland.
Yeah.
We just go with
we love Strike King.
We love Strike King. Love it. But yeah, I agree. I think a Berkeley Strike King, whoever the other Picasso, there's a bunch of them. man, if you got a group of talent and go, we're going to film on Texoma, whatever, Lake Fork, 1 week, and you're just going to fish and have fun, do this, you'd knock it out of the park.
100%.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a reality show, really. You know,
Yeah.
back in, essentially, it's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Why hasn't fishing done that? Guaranteed it'd blow up. That'd be a huge.
Again, I think they will in time.
I
But
don't know. I don't think anybody's
think
thought about it, and we should be
they've
rewarded.
thought about it. You're right. You're right. We need. Yeah. No, I think.
I don't think they've thought of it as of that level. Like, hey, let's hire. I mean, I don't even know what that would cost to hire.
I mean, a pretty penny.
You get 4 21-year-olds. Hey, I want to set you up at Lake Fork for a whole week and pay for your food, board, rent. Here's 20 grand a piece.
Who owns the content? Who owns the content?
It would be them.
It'd be the lure company.
Yeah, we're gonna give each of you 20 grand, so we're gonna spend 100 grand.
Sure.
How much do you think Guggen's?
Yeah.
How much do you think Guggen's squad made?
Way
Millions.
more than yeah. So
$30
Even at-
million dollars.
even at that point, okay. So I'll think of it as a lure company. Would I spend my money? Well, I mean, would I spend my money on 4 20-year-olds that we think are good in front of a camera? Would I spend 20 grand a piece, let's say 100 grand on those guys to go fish and this and that, or would I go spend 100 grand and say, hey, Jason Christie, market my spinnerbait?
I think you go the other way. Unfortunately,
You think you would go influencers over that?
Yep. I think they just can't pick.
But I think
homeless John over here, and
that's the thing.
Can't pick Pierce's number 11. He is not going to go anywhere.
That's right. That number 11 just isn't going to do it.
It's out.
But I will say, in my perspective, Guggen Squad got so big that I don't think enough companies would touch them. Because they're asking for too much money. Because how much money are they making off of YouTube? How much money would they make off of the Guggen baits?
Yeah, I'm just saying that's your point exactly. So I'm bait company A or B now. A.
You're A.
Yeah,
You're A.
And A plus.
Anyways,
so man, I wish my baits are pretty big. I got some good name pros on the that has them out there in stores. Mm-hmm. How can I get all my crankbaits and like all these spinnerbaits, frogs, and all that? How can I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna interview the talent. So or anymore, you get on Facebook. All these. Okay, he's pretty good. Okay, he's good on camera. A little bit of research. I'm gonna spend 100 grand on these guys for 2 weeks. Whatever, spring and fall. Put them up, fly them down. Oh, here's all my Company A's lures. Boom.
you have to go fish.
We're gonna go Lake Fork. Here's a pond. You're gonna do a little bit of hunting and fishing. That brand would blow up just like Google, because Google Squad now they're kind of separated. I think I think they're still out there. I think the baits, but I think a lot of it's separated or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think that's where look what we're doing. We got the biggest podcast in the world right now.
That's right.
Millions watching
That's
us.
right.
But I'm just saying, I don't watch TV much anymore. What do you do? I scroll on my phone. If you had that, I think Company A'd blow up. I think the first company that does that, and it's more of a reality, but selling your lures, gonna blow up. Now, Company BCDEF tries it. Some of them will be good, but I think no disrespect for Christie or the big guys, but you're hoping he's gonna get you. If I gave him 100 grand, I think I would give my ROI would be fine. It wouldn't be a waste. I would make money. This is gonna make you millions.
Yeah,
I don't know if that'd make you millions.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Van, yes, that's a.
Well,
there's certain. Okay,
I mean,
let me step back. There's
Christie
certain
would be on that
anglers,
level.
Yes,
Like
certain anglers that would do it. your pool is small. Christy Van Dam, your Ikes, your guys, Wheelers, and all that. The Connell and a few others. There's a pool there
that are giant names. Giant names.
I could go. I'm gonna take these five, whatever. Berkeley's probably got multiple different lines of baits. You're this bait. You're bait B.
Sure.
You're bait C. I can spend $500,000. I mean, what's Guggen Squad worth? There you go. Let me do a little bit of chat and chat GPT, or we do a little bit of AI and
a little bit of AI. Well,
how much is Guggen Squad worth? Why did it say I'm so handsome?
Yeah.
That's weird.
You've been talking to your chat GPT at night.
Guggen Squad. Oh, somewhere in the millions. Some estimate the YouTube channel itself around 100 to 250K. When you include their tackle company, merchandise brand, estimated to climb much as high around 7 million. Their online store alone has reported generating about 2.6 million in e-commerce. So,
yeah, so that company, I mean, it's worth $10 million at least.
Well, $10 million bucks, but I'm going to invest 500,000 because I'm company A and I've got tackle B, A, B, C, and D. You guys go see who. Oh, company B is doing better. Kids would follow that.
We're talking about
eat it up.
Yeah, but we're talking about two different things though. Because if I'm Berkeley, if I'm Strike King, if I'm whoever, I know that this works. I know that if I go and say, "Hey, Jason Christie, here's my spinner bait," I know what my ROI is going to be there.
I agree.
Over here with the YouTube, I think it would work.
Oh, I 100% think it'd work.
But I don't know if I'm that company. I don't know what my ROI is going to be.
10x.
Yeah, but I'm thinking again. Like, I think that's why the pros and all of that. I think that's why, as a bait company, I'm still throwing my money this way, and I'm sure that they're doing some over here.
And you could intertwine it. I'm not saying separate it.
Yeah.
You could go.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Hey, let's get Christy Van Dam. Okay, we're gonna intertwine them in that series. Yeah. I wouldn't want to eliminate it. I wouldn't want this to be, we need to go this route and not do the pros. That wouldn't be the purpose.
I do think that if you go the YouTube route and you think long term, and I know it's hard to do whenever you're a for-profit business sometimes, because a lot of times those companies are looking for next quarter, not the next 10 years. But I think that if we're thinking longer term, personally, I would be investing more in the influencers than I would be the pros, simply for the fact of this is going to get more younger anglers in. If more anglers get in the bass fishing world, that means the sport grows and my sales will eventually grow as well. If I go pros, I'm not saying that they're not going to get young people in. I'm not saying that at all. But the influencer route, to me, widens the reach a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
To where the pros are like, hey, if we're talking about going to the general public that doesn't know a whole lot about bass fishing, are they going to watch somebody on Santee Cooper catching 25 pounds, or are they going to go watch this guy that's hilarious in front of a camera and super entertaining, and that's his whole job?
That's the entertaining part.
Right.
And
because
you're already seeing it with some pros because they have to have a YouTube channel. I mean, most of them do.
Right.
I mean, look at Ike. He fishes, but he has a podcast. He got YouTube. I mean, he's got these multiple.
Right.
I'm sure most of them do as well. Van Dam same way. But what if you intertwine that? Hey, Van Dam, Ike, Christie, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Wheeler.
Yeah.
Now they're coming into these series. Man, I think that'd be a money-making deal.
Yeah.
I think that would, if you invested $500,000, paid these. I mean, let's just say it's a $500,000 investment. Cameras, setups, this and that, paying the kids. Man, you could do a whole series. Well, one kid's good enough, he might go pro, or he might. Yeah.
I do think that we might be undervaluing a little bit. of like how much that would actually cost. Because if I'm going to
I don't think it
Guggen,
costs $1 million.
No, probably not. No, but if I'm going to a Guggen before they got huge, I mean, let's say
doing it off of.
Let's say somebody with 100,000 followers, and again, you do all your due diligence of I'm looking at, you're the influencer. I see your videos. I think they're funny. I show them to 100 people. They sign off on it. It's a good move. At the end of the day, if I'm that influencer and I say, hey, Strike King coming to me with a $500,000 offer to shoot some video, okay, then I know I have something. Maybe I'll do the first one, but if you're Strike King and you own everything, you own the content, I'll probably do the first one to get my money up. But if that's the case, it's like, well, you're offering me $500,000, even $250,000, whatever it is. All right, I know I have something. I'm going to go do this, but now it's like the next offer that comes through. Man, I need ownership, especially if I'm a young guy.
I think they would structure it more like your TV series. Mm-hmm. So every episode, I'm sure like Friends and all that, they make a certain percentage or something like that. Well, it's probably something like that. Hey. Keegan, but like I look at Keegan. Mm-hmm. Keegan would jump on it. Here's $20,000, or here's a new truck. I'll give you a brand new truck. I need to film 2 weeks out of the year. We're gonna put you up, all expenses paid. Yeah. Here's my camera crew. You fish. All you guys have fun. Da 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 da. I mean, there's some plots behind it. Okay, John over here. You need to rally him up a little bit. You need to. There's a plot.
Right.
But it'd cost $500,000. You'd be done.
So
you get a new truck, a new boat.
The counterpoint to that would be
maybe not a new boat, but
Keegan or somebody like Keegan would jump at that because maybe they're not in that as much as somebody that, hey, they're doing it. They're already posting out 15 times a week.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So they already know that what the value of what they're doing is worth more than a truck and a boat. Because I think in the new age. Not the new age, the digital age, I don't think that you can really compare it to a TV show, because back in the day, a TV show, if you went on the Outdoor Channel, that was worth a lot. And it was, I'm going to use the Outdoor Channel to boost my brand, to get more sponsors because they're going to see me on the Outdoor Channel, so then I can get money. But now it's, okay, well, I could just own the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more intense, and maybe I'll work with Strike King on 1 or 2 projects, but I need to grow my own thing because I need true ownership over what I'm doing.
I think yes, I see what you're saying. If a YouTuber's kind of already set, but I still think you could get good talent at a very low margin if that YouTuber doesn't have to edit, so all I'm doing is fishing and making a little bit of drama. That's all you're doing for $50,000 for 2 weeks out of the year.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Now all of this to say, would I do that? Yeah. I would do that. Yeah. But then again, I'm just thinking, mainly being devil's advocate of like, I don't know, I'm trying to like put it into even like financial planning, because like that's what I know. Like, if XYZ dollars is undervalued, I'm not doing it. I'm not. But that's the. Whenever I first started out in my career, sure, I'd do it. Yeah. Absolutely. But also now, if we're doing work together, you're not paying for that kid that started or that just started. Now you're paying for experience. Same thing on YouTube is, yeah, Keegan, I could pay him probably $20, and he'd go, yeah, I could go take a free fishing trip,
You would have that, but I do feel, and that's the only reason, because my kids will sit and watch. There's YouTube couple, and I've seen very few episodes, but like seen one where their house was as small as mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, the next 5 years down the line, I'm like, they got a pool, they got a $3 million house. I'm like, what? And they're sitting there watching, and all they're doing is like, the mom's walking around in the house going
shirtless.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it.
That's all she's doing.
She had a coffee cup, and it got hot, and the clothes came off. I got hot in the house. But no, I watch them, and I'm like, the mom is saying, "Well, we got to find this catcher, whatever they got to find this item in their house." And they got kids and dad, and they're all. They're making. They sit there and watch the whole thing, like episodes after episode. And I thought, and just going back to that, I'm like, if you did that in that fishing world, these kids would eat it alive.
And again, I think it would grow the sport. I really do.
And nothing against the pros.
I think
still have to bring it. I think you could bring them in,
100%,
and do something. But if you made that.
But I think that's why the sport has grown so much recently. Is not only I think that's a big reason why high school fishing, college fishing has got so big, because of social media. Because now it's cool to go fishing. Well, back in the day, it was like,
oh yeah,
you going fishing?
Well, it's more of a, I want to have my cool Costa glasses on. I want to have
sponsors or patches here and there.
This brand new sonar.
But I think that's like if we lean in a little bit more to the social media and
I think it'd be huge.
I think whether or not you think it's a good or bad thing that more people are out fishing, I will always say it's a good thing. But I think that's a really big way, and I think we're already seeing why the game has gotten so big, because you have all these influencers that are doing all of that and
it's
making
big
it
in
cool.
That world in the YouTube. It's not really that big in the professional and the making money world, other than if you're on that in the YouTube world.
Well, so I'll counter that. Not counter it, but I'm thinking general population that doesn't know what a spinnerbait looks like. You stumble across a YouTuber that's funny and fishing. Okay, I'm going to watch that a little bit more now. I'm going to watch this a little bit more. And all of a sudden, a year in, it's like, okay, I'm going fishing all the time, and I'm loving it. And now I'm paying attention to what KVD throws. I'm not necessarily paying attention to what Joe Blow that just fishes ponds throws. I'm looking at, okay, well, I'm going to go out to Palmy this weekend, and I think I want to throw a crankbait. I don't know. What does Iconelli like? What does Christy like?
Yeah, if you're a kid and Billy's over here catching 8-pounders on a pond, it's just being funny,
right?
And his buddies are ragging on him or something, and you go back and they're cooking food. Like it's more of it's a reality. Like, well, that's exactly what I do. I go out and fish, go back, have a little camaraderie with the boys, and and
yeah.
Man, I think it'd shock me if you put 500 and you didn't come out with 3 million, and tons of your baits are still,
Yeah.
I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
And because they've got the Strike King's got the Kings of Bass or something, I think.
Okay.
It's professionally made. I think there's some. Very cool. I've not watched a ton of them, but I watched little clips.
Yeah, but you're also
so busy. Celebrityness is big.
Yeah.
And but it's professionally done. It's the cast, the cool. It's nice. Not a drama, but it's if you're like me and you want to learn fishing and stuff, it's neat because you see the Kevin Van Dam, the Hackneys. You're like, man, that's cool. And
well, I'll tell you, whenever I got into bass fishing, tournament fishing to be specific, I watched Hunter Shryock. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah,
I watched him. He was one of the first ones that was
some cool videos out.
Really cool videos. I would watch that on repeat. I'm like, man, I don't do this anymore. I don't really pay attention to a whole lot of.
Yep, it was professionally done.
But it's professionally done. He does it looks awesome. It makes tournament bass fishing look like Supercross.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
that's what that YouTube world you could do with it. I'll say you can't with the pros, but that's gonna, I think, if you had the money, I think that would be a very wise investment to start a little series. I mean, 2 weeks, $500,000.
Yeah.
For some of them companies, it's just the marketing budget.
Exactly.
But what does it matter?
Yeah.
Just to see if it works, and your talent's good.
Yeah.
I think you could. Some of them guys would become superstars. You know, I mean,
100%.
They become huge. So you're giving them opportunity. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
we went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, that was interesting.
We went down the frog
Yeah.
with the top water bait down a bass's throat.
Yeah.
Like Chris Dickerber.
That's right. Dude, I'm telling you that as soon as we're done, I really need you to watch that video.
I'm watching it.
Because it was just
I'm watching it.
Oh my god!
When I go home, I'm watching all the way.
I'm
Not
telling
talking to
you.
the wife. She can
No.
go cook dinner, whatever. she's doing.
Leave! I need to watch this.
Do my laundry, woman, like you're supposed to be in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
And then laundry. We'll get some comments on that one, won't we? You're supposed to be re-spooling my rods right now, my reels. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Just
Organize my tackle while I'm out.
Hold on, let me watch this. I need to watch this buzzbait.
While I'm out making money, researching, you should be cleaning the house.
Yeah, we're making so much money.
I mean, I pay the bills around here, woman. Who wears the pants? If they're dirty pants, I can't be productive.
Again.
There ain't no guy can be productive with dirty pants on.
I mean-
so women, get in there. Do his dirty laundry.
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
You need to put that in there. I'm being serious, but
All right.
closing.
Yeah, closing thoughts of getting the Fat Bass Challenge, $25. We got 2 days left until the end of April. So get in the May Challenge before May 1st. But yeah, $25 to win 500, and stay tuned for an Angler of the Year type race.
Yep, and Joseph Meyer still has not claimed the April, is that right? No, the March giveaway. So if he doesn't claim it in 3 days, second place will get a $50 gift card with the t-shirt.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody.